What's going excuse me. Already watching. What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller. And welcome everyone to All Elite Wrestling Review, the show from September 8th, 2020. And this will be your AEW Dark results with Excalibur and Taz on commentary. And they're at Daily's Place in Jacksonville, Florida. We got 7 matches lined up. So I'm basically going to let you know the Toma Wrestling on the show was 7 matches, where it pertains to um, the dark version Fallout of All Out 2020. But yeah, before we get to have it on the show here, just want to say, if this is the first time you're watching me, first time experiencing the Natural Born Thriller, please hit that subscribe button. Also, if you like what I'm about to do here on this All Elite Wrestling Review, hit the like button. If you dislike what I'm about to do here on All Elite Wrestling Review, hit the dislike button. Either way, thank you for spending your day, night, time by choosing me, viewing me. And that being said, let's get right into it. So, the opening match was Sean Legacy. Sean Legacy's logo that he had on the Topatron was Star Wars, basically, with his name. And he's got good luck, and he goes up against Will Hobbs. So yeah, and obviously Will Hobbs is being pushed heavily since All Out. And the match itself between Sean Legacy and Will Hobbs was pretty decent. In the end, it was Will Hobbs winning the match with the Oklahoma Stampede, and there you go. So I'm assuming he's from Oklahoma. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he's not. But yeah, good showing for both guys from both sides. But Will Hobbs is the one that's being pushed on AEW to be one of their homegrown talents being pushed in All Elite Wrestling, which is great. Excuse me. Then we get to Tony Donati. Tony Donati versus the FTW champion, the Machine, Brian Cage. Match wasn't much of a match. Tony Donati did get some offense, but in the end, it was Brian Cage dominating the match, winning with the Weapon X for the win. Then we get to Griff Garrison versus Angelico, pertains to Angelico representing the TH2. There was no Jack Evans out there, but Angelico, I think they have pushed Angelico as a singles wrestler too here. He's been wrestling a lot of singles matches, which he is very good as a singles wrestler, not just in tag team, but also as a singles wrestler. Everything that he can do as a singles wrestler, especially what he's done in Lucha Underground, he's pretty good. And this is their direction to push him as a singles wrestler. Does that mean it's at the end of the hybrid 2? No, doesn't mean that at all. It just means that they see the talent as Angelico since him being a singles wrestler, and yeah, I can see that too. I can also see that with Jack Evans too, but I guess they want to go with Angelico here, who's been having a lot of singles matches lately on AEW. And as far as this match was, it was pretty decent between Griff Garrison and Angelico, with Angelico win the match, and basically gives him that modified weird ankle lock that he did, was looked very unique because he's an innovative wrestler too. And Griff Garrison taps out, and Angelico gets the win. Then we get to Anna Jay of the Dark Order, who's known as number 99, and the Queen Slayer, going up against Skylar Moore. In a match that I thought it was decent too. Skylar Moore has some little offense, but this was all Anna Jay's. They'll showcase her because she's in the Dark Order, and yeah, she goes for the reverse chokehold, gets the win on Skylar Moore. Skylar Moore basically tapped out, so Anna Jay wins once again. The Dark Order is becoming one of the most dominant factions right now in the AEW since Brody Lee won the AEW TNT Championship. We get to Lee Johnson versus Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston and Lee Johnson had a good showing for one another, but in the end, it was Eddie Kingston who was dominant in the match and was getting the upper the better upper hand in the match. He wins with the spinning back fist, which was a very nasty one too, to Lee Johnson, and gets the win because of that. Then we get to the Concrete Rose, Sonny Kiss versus Serpentico. Serpentico had a match against George Janela from the buy-in of All Out, and I thought to myself, if Sonny Kiss was gonna have a match here, I thought it would make sense if he would run up against Luther. I mean, they had matches before, especially on AEW Dark, but I thought it would also lead to Sonny Kiss having a match against Luther, but instead it's Serpentico instead. But nevertheless, both had a good showing with one another. In the end, it was Sonny Kiss getting the win. I thought in this match, we're gonna have Serpentico getting a win over Sonny Kiss here, but that ended up not happening at all. But Sonny Kiss ends up winning with the front flip. That's not the front flip. I don't remember how it was done, but Sonny Kiss ends up winning either way. But yeah, Sonny Kiss is is getting his push too after the whole thing. He eliminated Jack Hager from the Casino Battle Royale. People were up in arms because of that. I thought it was great. Anyways, then we get to the main event. Absolute Ricky Starks versus Ben Carter. Ben Carter from the UK. No, he didn't travel overseas. I don't think they can do that yet because the whole pandemic thing. Because if that was the case, then Pac would be here right now. So yeah, and we'll get to more about the whole Pac thing when we get to the whole. Well, you already seen the glimpse of it when I did the live reaction for All Elite Wrestling's Dynamite, where it seems to the fallout of All Out. But we'll get more in depth of that when we get to the actual review for All Elite Wrestling's Dynamite. But yeah, but Ben Carter versus Ricky Starks was a pretty good match, back and forth action. In the end, where Ricky Starks getting the win with the Ross Humble, or Rochambeau. Oh yeah, I think it's what it's pronounced, Rochambeau, and got the win. So yeah, Ricky Starks also, looking strong, along with Brian Cage on this night for AEW Dark, and there you go. I already said the tomorrow wrestling race, so let me go through that again. But my overall story for the show, I'm gonna go with a 7.5 out of 10 for this show. Good show, good wrestling. No Brandy Rose, no Marcus Stuntgrove, no Chip Baker, and no nonsense on this show here. So I enjoyed the show for what it was. That being said, again, if this is the first time you're experiencing the Natural Born Thriller, please hit that subscribe button. If you like what I did here, hit the like button. If you dislike what I did here, hit the dislike button. Either way, thank you for spending your time, your day, your night for viewing me, yours truly, right here on my platform, Natural Born Thriller. And with that being said, thank you for watching. It is yours truly, Natural Born Thriller, saying peace on the streets. For this was your All Elite Wrestling review. We're going to give you AEW Dark results from September 8th, 2020. And with that being said, you all stay well, stay safe, take care of yourself, everything that's going on in the world, wear a mask, love one another, God bless one another, live in peace and harmony for everyone. I am out here. Ta-ta for now.